type of people I hate.
Most shows say buy or sell, but we're not most shows.
Most shows say buy or
Is
sell.
real or not real?
Who's real?
This is Keyshawn J. Will Max coming to you live from the Seaport, brought to you by Grey Goose, and we got the man himself, Real or Not Real, Jeremy Fowler.
For NFC East.
NFC East.
NFC
The
East.
Commanders squeak in.
Ooh, no, because I don't know if the Commanders can quite keep it up. There's going to, like the NFC is going to be wide open, but you got the Bucks. They'll probably get in. And then I would take the Packers as maybe like the last wild card over, say, the last NFC East team. So I got 3 teams.
Can somebody like the Cowboys miss the playoffs?
So what are they, 6-3? Probably not this year.
Probably not.
I mean, they certainly
They can't.
fall off a cliff, but
They can't. They can't.
By the way,
I don't think so.
I'm just saying that they can't, Key. If we're saying this is the best team that Dak has had since he's been on the Cowboys roster, they cannot.
Is that
miss
true,
the
though?
playoffs.
Do we?
Well, I think a lot of good
said
teams.
Defense.
No, I
maybe.
said that. I said this is the best team since he's been on the roster that they've had.
They've had a lot
Think
of good
about it,
teams,
Coach.
That first year, his rookie
But
year, was pretty good.
they had Jason Witten. He was 1,000 years old at the time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Jay Witt was old at the tight end spot, right? They used all those years up. He had Zeke, but this is a 2-headed monster with Zeke and Pollard.
But Zeke was in his prime back then.
Zeke's still good,
He's
man.
not like that. He's nowhere near what he was.
He is still good.
He's still good.
He's not what he was. He was considered by
Man,
many the
Zeke-
best running back in football.
Man,
Come on.
Zeke is good. I don't care about being the best. That 2-headed monster, he is good.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, the offensive line was better, but the offensive line is good now. They're solid now.
Yeah.
And then when you shift to the defensive side of the ball, I mean, they really haven't had any solid receivers. I mean, they went out and got Amari Cooper, but Amari Cooper had a case of the dropsies here and there. Now, but if you shift to the defensive side of the ball, that's why I say as a team, this is the best team that he's been around.
Interesting.
Since he's been
But
in
Jay
Dallas.
is right
There's a case
about
for
he has to make it. I remember the year the Eagles won the Super Bowl, 2017. The Cowboys were supposed to win the division that year. Dak was healthy all year. They went 8-8. Right? Like you can't be something like that again, where it's like, well, they went, 9-8 this year and they missed the playoffs. Cannot happen.
Right. Remember everybody was hyperventilating in the preseason about, the Dallas hasn't done anything to improve their roster. And like right now we're talking, they're pretty good. Like
No, they are a good team.
That's a good roster.
I mean, it's a
like,
very good roster.
Yeah, like they didn't panic and made weird trades. They just hung in there and like, I don't know.
Michael
They should be
Parsons
fine.
doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt at all.
Jeremy Fowler, ESPN senior NFL reporter. Great to see you as always, Jeremy. And I'll be seeing you later today, won't I? Will I be seeing you later today? Yes, as well.
Be buttoned up, ready to go.
This just in on TV because I'm handsome. Okay, now, speaking of the NFC East, it's not for hosting skills. Can either Dallas or the Giants catch the Eagles in the NFC East? Jeremy Fowler, ESPN senior NFL reporter, who since he is live in studio might drop some bars, man. That's the type dude spit some bars right now. I'm not going to make him do it, but he did it last time.
Make him do it. He
But
did
you
it
know-
last time.
You know what's so weird
did do it
though
last time.
is I feel unprotected here because he's a Florida guy. I'm feeling like the Dolphin fans have sent him in here to do something to me.
See, I'm more of a central North Florida guy. So I'm not a South Florida guy.
I know.
So I have no allegiance.
I guess
I have no
I
allegiance.
guess if it was our guy in South Florida,
Jeff?
Jeff. If it was Jeff, I have more to worry
Jeff
about.
Garlington's very much a
I would
South
have
Florida
more
guy.
to worry about. But you're still in Florida, so I got to watch you.
Or Jacksonville.
Orlando.
Orlando.
Yes.
Orlando.
Due north.
The Orlando Magic.
But-
One day we're going to be good.
But Orlando guys,
Hello.
Orlando guys claim South Florida though. You know they.
No. People in Florida don't really be doing that.
No, they claim it.
I'm telling you.
I've played with
Northern
many of them.
Florida-
Right outside Miami. How far? About 8 hours north.
I don't know.
The state's like 14 hours long, so
Yeah.
you got to be careful what you claim. Yeah.
Jeremy
I'm
Fowler,
north in Central
ESPN
Florida.
senior NFL reporter. Are you ready to play Real or Not Real here at the Seaport?
I think I'm ready, man.
All right,
I think
let's
I'm ready.
do it.
You guys get me ready.
Born ready.
Tua Tagovailoa, who Key outrageously said he's doing very well, but he has to continue to do it through the playoffs in order to move into the top 5. Outrageous! Is good enough to take Miami to the Super Bowl this season.
Is he good enough to take Miami to the Super Bowl? No. I'm going to say no.
Not real.
Well, he's dead to the Dolphin fans now.
Not real?
Northern Florida.
I'm going to say
guy.
not real, but close. Like, good playoff team, made a lot of progress. I still got them maybe third or fourth in the AFC. Look, good player, but not quite there.
Behind who?
I still got Buffalo and Kansas City. I mean, they're to me are going to be in the AFC Championship game.
You trust Josh Allen more than you trust Tua?
I do, yeah.
I think they are real. I think he's real that he could lead a team to the Super Bowl this year. Things got to fall a certain way, though.
Oh, what? Wait a minute. Things have to fall a certain way.
Why would I say that instead of saying yes?
Miami Dolphins, do you hear that? Things have to fall a certain way.
Yes.
They're not going to. Here,
Jeremy.
Key, you didn't guarantee a Miami Super Bowl win?
No, I can't do that.
Why are you on TV?
Yeah, I know, because of my face. But look, Jeremy, what I would say is I want to still see them go to New England.
Yeah.
Because this weather is, different.
Yeah, man.
I want to see them go to Buffalo. I understand they beat Buffalo in South Florida. Josh Allen had a bad game. I don't know that that'll happen up in Buffalo. I want to see that before I really know. And if they win the division, they get a home playoff game. But if they don't win the division, they make the playoffs, they're going to be on the road. And some of those teams, the Kansas Cities, the Buffaloes, the Baltimores, the Cincinnatis, that weather changes. And when you're a South Florida guy having to play in that cold weather, Tyreek played in KC, so he'll be okay. I worry about everybody else.
I will say real. You get into the tournament, anything can happen. If they get hot at the right time with Jeff Wilson Jr. now running the ball and that defense, if they come around, yes, it's feasible for them to win.
I mean, Cincinnati went last year.
Yeah, I mean, I think
winning is infectious. Like, you get hot, a lot can happen.
it's real all day. It's Tua and Tyreek. Like, primarily, they got Tua, Tyreek, and then they took off. And Mike McDaniel, he took a different kind of offense, but all of a sudden, boom, just like that, they're hot as can be. Yeah, it's real. They could do it, but Key, I'm with you. I'm with you anyway, because just like Tyreek rides for his dude, I'm going to ride for Key. Don't come at Key, But the point is, I think that's very reasonable. Let's see him go out and do it. But it is real. They could.
Yeah, I said could. So
could. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers gets the Packers back to the playoffs. Real or not real?
Yes. Real.
Ooh.
I can't believe I'm saying that. I don't even know where the wins are on their schedule right now. Like, it's a tough schedule, not as good of a team. I still think Aaron Rodgers, he hasn't lost much, maybe a little mobility. He's still that guy. He's just been so frustrated by young receivers and lack of rhythm and all that. He's forcing plays. If they can finally find something with maybe Christian Watson, one of these guys, the defense is still really talented. So I got him sneaking. One team from the NFC is going to get him a losing record. I'm banking on that as much as I bank on me, crushing ice cream every night when I put the kids in bed. That's gonna happen.
I would say it's real. They've got to fight like hell, though, because they've set themselves so far behind the 8 ball and dug themselves a deep hole that they've got to fight. And they may be able to afford one more loss somewhere along the way, but they've essentially got to run the table because of what else is going on in the NFC. When you start thinking about San Francisco, Seattle, what happens in that situation, right? The Giants, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be fighting. So you could see 3 teams. Hell, you may see 4 come out of division. We just don't really know. And then obviously the other division winners. So they're right there. They're right there.
Look, man, dude has won back-to-back MVPs. I'm never counting somebody out that's been able to sustain that high of a level of play. Even though things haven't been working out, it's easy for a guy at that level to get back to that level.
But Jay,
quickly.
the question in this case is not can Tua get them? Tua can. It's possible. Will Rodgers get the Packers to the playoffs? Would you say that?
I'll bet on Rodgers.
Me too,
I'll
Jay.
bet on Rodgers.
Jay, I am right there with you, and all 3 of you guys. I've seen Rodgers do things, at least in the regular season, that don't seem possible. We're going to run the table 7, 8 in a row, and they get to the playoffs. Either Seattle or, I hate to say it, my Giants. It's going to be one. I think San Francisco's going to rise, and either Seattle or my Giants are going to fall a little bit, and Rodgers is going to nab one of those 2 teams. Kirk Cousins is a top 10 quarterback. Real or not real, Jeremy Fowler? Not real.
He's top 15. I give him top 15.
Thank you. That's what I had, 15.
Yeah, but you got him at 15.
Yes.
That's 12.
So next week could be 13. The week after could be 16. He's right around
I
there.
had Marcus Mariota ranked over him.
Well, he was playing better until last week.
You had him this year ahead of Kirk.
Oh, no, last week.
Last week?
He was playing better.
The Falcons run the ball 80 times a game. There's a reason why they do that.
Well, right, yeah, but he's also... Okay, fine.
I
Maybe...
shouldn't say that. That's part of the reason why, because they don't have a quarterback.
Well, that was proven to me when he was being sacked and with his eyes pointing backwards, tossed it over his head. I was like, okay, that's it.
You were sitting with me.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we watched it together.
He had the panic attack a week ago.
Yeah.
He threw the ball and he just
That was the end of Mario.
You take it.
He was fooling me a little bit, and that was it.
Yeah. If you ask 20 people around the league about top 10 quarterbacks, Kirk's name might come up once or twice, but it won't be more than that.
Yeah, I don't think
I
don't think he's better than 10 guys. No, I don't at all. I think he falls in that, 12 to 15 range, whatever you want.
Jeremy, look at this list. So this year, Yeah.
Heavy
The way he's
emphasis
played
on recently. This year with a heavy recency bias.
Where's Mariota?
They have him at
He's
15.
off.
So
No,
he
he got
Max, let me talk, guys. 14 is Daniel Jones, 13 Jimmy Garoppolo, 12 Dak Prescott, 11 Justin Fields. Where would you have him in that
Yes.
bucket? Would you still have him at 15?
Guys, this is rough. So
This year.
I would put him. I put him ahead of Daniel Jones.
What?
I put him ahead of Garoppolo.
Dan Jones better than him, man.
I'd probably put him ahead of Fields.
Yep.
So you have him 12.
Hold on, I feel like we're missing somebody.
You
Hold
wouldn't
on.
have him ahead of Dak Prescott?
So this is just for this year we're talking.
This
right?
year.
This is not like
wait,
best right now.
This
as a
year,
player.
this year, heavy emphasis on the last several games.
Okay. So, then, yeah, Fields, you got to make a case. I'd probably put him 11. I put Kirk 11.
okay.
I put Dak a little lower right now.
Yeah.
Even though, like, in the grand
Scheme, Dak is
he's
better,
top 10 to 12 still.
This year.
Yeah.
All right, I have him 15. I think Daniel Jones better than Kirk Cousins. If someone said you could have Daniel Jones or Kirk Cousins to win the next game, I'm taking Daniel Jones. And he doesn't have anything around him. Basically has the same record as Kirk Cousins with nothing around him. And he's bigger and he's faster and he throws it at least as well, probably a little better. All right. Justin Fields should be in the MVP conversation. Real or not real?
Is a real question?
So we're saying Daniel
Dan-
Jones is the next Josh Allen. Is kind of what your description was just
No, but somewhere between Josh Allen and Kirk
All right,
Cousins.
cool. Just making sure.
He's Daniel Jackson.
Yeah, he's a poor. That's right. He's a poor man's Lamar Jackson.
Max said he was a poor man's Lamar Jackson.
He is.
Daniel
3
Jackson.
weeks ago.
He is.
amazing.
I stand by that 100%.
DJ.
He's fast. He can throw it when he needs to. He doesn't have anything around him. He's a poor man's Lamar Jackson. Not as fast as Lamar. Not the same wiggle as Lamar.
Yeah, I don't
he
think
doesn't
he's
look
a-
as good when he runs, but he's fast and he
Max,
can run it.
I will stand on the bill that he's not a poor man's Lamar.
That's what he
man.
is.
But you're talking about Daniel Jones.
Yes.
Okay, so the question is Justin Fields, though, right?
Justin
okay.
Fields, yes.
Is he going to win the MVP?
No, is he in the race?
Dan Orlovsky
No.
yesterday or 2 days ago
No.
said that if he continues this, he'll be in the MVP conversation.
I mean, you got to have a winning record. Like that's even though that's an unwritten rule, but you can't be 3-7. I don't know. He's throwing for a lot of these games. He's throwing for 120, 140 yards. I know he's a great runner, but this still has a ways to go as a pocket passer. I like the player, I like the growth, but no.
No. I can move on.
No. And I love Justin Fields. I'm a huge fan of his.
Yeah.
And he's played well the last 2.5, 3 games. But no.
Yeah, no for me either. All right. All 4 NFC East teams will make the playoffs.